So hello dear student, now we will talk about anti-cancer drugs. Okay, in our previous video we will talk about alkylating agents. Okay, okay, you can find this video in description box. And now in this video we will talk about anti-metabolites. What do you mean by anti-metabolites? We know that anti-cancer drugs are drugs which are used to kill anti-cancer cells and then modify their growth. So in this anti-metabolites we inhibit their metabolism. And why and how we will inhibit its metabolism? And how we will inhibit its metabolism? We inhibit its synthesis, DNA synthesis. What we will do? We know that this is called cell cycle. All this is called cell cycle. We have G1 phase. What G1 phase did? G1 phase is the phase in which cell grow. Okay, and after growth of the cell, we needs to divide our DNA. So DNA replication occur in S phase. S phase is the phase in which DNA synthesis occur. And in these anti-metabolites, we will inhibit its DNA synthesis, so we can kill cancer cells. Okay, and we will talk about specific target receptor in which there is some drugs which act on G1 phase, some G2 phase, and in mitotic phase also. But in this section we will talk about S phase specific anti-metabolites. So we can write that these cells are S phase specific. Okay, they are S phase specific. Now second point regarding this anti-metabolites, that we have to interrupt its DNA. We have to interrupt its DNA synthesis. So what we will do? We made such drugs which are analog to normal compound of DNA. So these anti-metabolites are analogous to normal components of DNA. Okay, so we can interrupt DNA synthesis. Okay, hence we can say that these anti-metabolites analogs work as a competitive inhibitor. Okay, they work like a competitive inhibitor. Okay, now we will talk about our first group of drug in this section, that is first drugs contain folate antagonist. Folate antagonist. First we will discuss that what is the role of folate in synthesis of DNA. Okay, so let's move. We have pyridine. Plus PABA full form para amino benzoic acid. This is a compound of folic acid. It is component of folic acid. Plus we have glutamate. Okay, these three compound, what they did? They form dihydrofolic acid. What they? Dihydrofolic acid. dihydrofolic acid, and this dihydrofolic acid is then converted to trihydrofolic acid. Okay, trihydrofolic acid. Okay, this trihydrofolic acid is then converted to and is used in the formation of DNA. This is the whole mechanism of formation of DNA with the help of folic acid. And if there is deficiency of this folic acid, there is interruption in the DNA synthesis. Okay, so there is an enzyme which is work to form dihydrofolic acid to trihydrofolic acid. That is dihydrofolate reductase. Dihydrofolate reductase is the enzyme which is used to convert dihydrofolic acid to tetrahydrofolic acid, and this is the main enzyme which we have to inhibit in this folate antagonist. Okay, and that this trihydrofolic acid, what they did to form DNA? It is de novo purine synthesis. What dihydrofolic acid do? It do de novo purine synthesis. Okay, by which process? One carbon transfer reaction. Okay, so now we will move towards our first drug. Our first drug name called methotrexate. Okay, our first drug name I will write it here. Okay, our first drug is what name? Methotrexate. Methotrexate. Okay, so methotrexate, what its full form is? MTX. Methotrexate is the drug which is, this is our cell. Okay, this is our cell, and this is our folate carrier, by which folate comes inside, and by this folate carrier our methotrexate come inside the cell. Okay, our methotrexate come inside the cell, and in our cell it is converted to polyglutamate form. More active form of methotrexate is polyglutamate form. Okay, polyglutamate form. And by which enzyme it is converted to polyglutamate form? To convert methotrexate to polyglutamate form, we have polyglutamate synthase. Polyglutamate synthase. Okay, polyglutamate synthase. What this polyglutamate form do? It inhibit dihydrofolic reductase. Okay, so there is inhibition of dihydrofolate reductase, which will result in there is no formation of trihydrofolic acid and no formation of further DNA. Okay, no further DNA formation occur. So by this process, and there is another mechanism by it work. It also inhibit thymidylate synthase. What? Thymidylate synthase. So what inhibit? Thymidylate synthase. Okay, now we will next talk about its drug interaction. Okay, So about its drug interaction. About its drug interaction, there are some drugs like sulfonamides which displace it from plasma protein binding site. So it leads to its toxicity. And there are some drugs like aspirin and these sulfonamides also. This causes decrease renal tubular secretion. So due to this decrease in renal tubular secretion, there is accumulation of methotrexate, leads to its toxicity. Okay, now we will move to what are the manifestation caused by these toxicities. Okay, so by this toxicity, first we will do what are the toxicities. We will talk about its specific toxicity, and we know that these anti-cancer drugs, all anti-cancer drugs, what they did bone marrow suppression, hyperuricemia, alopecia, vomiting, nausea, and this type of manifestation are caused by this, and diarrhea. Okay, and the specific toxicity caused by this is hepatotoxicity. They are hepatotoxics. Next, they causes megaloblastic anemia. We know that folic acid is one of the most important component of RBC, and if there is deficiency of folic acid, then it leads to megaloblastic anemia. Okay, so if there is toxicity occur, how to treat this toxicity? So to treat its toxicity, we give folic acid? No, folic acid, we interrupt the metabolism of folic acid. We will discuss that. We interrupt the metabolism of folic acid here. So if we give folic acid, there is no use. So we have to give this form of folic acid. So what will we give? We give folinic acid. Okay, we have to give folinic acid. Folinic acid is also known by the name of citroburium. And levovorin. Okay, now we will talk about its use. Most important, what are the use? To know the use of this methotrexate, we made a trick you to comfortably learn this what are the uses of methotrexate, and we will remember by this a very simple mnemonic known as cancer. Okay, this made you easy to learn about its uses. So first is choriocarcinoma. Second is ALL, acute lymphoblastic leukemia. acute lymphoblastic leukemia, and this is N for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. C, Crohn's disease. Okay, Crohn's disease. E for ectopic pregnancy. Ectopic pregnancy. R means rheumatoid arthritis. Rheumatoid arthritis. So there is C means choriocarcinoma. Choriocarcinoma is the cancer of uterus. Cancer of uterus is called as choriocarcinoma. And there is A means ALL, acute lymphoblastic leukemia. We will discuss this later in bloods. Okay, and there is B, N for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. What do you mean by non-Hodgkin's lymphoma? There is B cell, B lymphocyte cancer. Okay, Crohn's disease. I show you a image. This will clear you about Crohn's disease. Okay, this is the image of Crohn's disease. This is the image of Crohn's disease. Okay, so you can remember this, that in this Crohn's disease there is involvement of colon. Okay, and there is ectopic pregnancy and rheumatoid arthritis. This cancer, by the mnemonic we can use this methotrexate. Okay, now we will talk about its new conjugator of methotrexate. Okay, second drug we have pemetrexate. This is new conjugator of methotrexate, and what it does, it is primary target thymidine synthase. The primary target of this drug is, it inhibit thymidylate synthase. Okay, and partially a small amount of inhibition in dihydrofolic reductase also. What happens to its toxicity? All toxicities are hepatotoxicity, and this toxicity are all like methotrexate, but there is a new toxicity, a new reaction present in this is head and foot syndrome. In which there is painful itching and erythematous rashes on the hand and foot. Okay, so to prevent this toxicity in this type of inflammation, what we will do, we give him a drug named dexamethasone. Dexamethasone is a drug which is used to prevent this toxicity. Okay, we will avoid NSAID, non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs we will avoid, because this will decrease its clearance and leads to toxicity. So we will give dexamethasones. Okay, so the another toxicity caused by this pemetrexate is myelosuppression. Myelosuppression is another toxicity. For this myelosuppression, we give low dose of pre-treatment of folic acid and vitamin B12. Vitamin B12. Myelosuppression, to cure myelosuppression, we give folic acid and vitamin B12 pre-treatment in low dose. Okay, now we will move forward. What are the uses of this pemetrexed? Okay, so uses. First use, it is used in combination with cisplatin and pemetrexed. They are used in mesoepithelioma and non-small cell lung cancer. Mesoepithelioma and non-small cell lung cancer. Okay, so these are the uses of pemetrexed and in combination of cisplatin. Now we will move forward towards another metabolites which is essential to cure this anti-cancer drugs. As we this is the end of our folate antagonist, and now we will talk about another antagonist like purine antagonist. These are the purine antagonists which we have example like first 6-MP and 6-TG. What are their full form? 6-markaptopuril and 6-thioguanine. 6-markaptopuril and 6-thioguanine. Okay, what are they? They inhibit adenine and guanine nucleotide formation. Okay, so we can write their metabolism, how they work. So they are converted to monoribonnucleotide and this monoribonnucleotide analog with and inhibit inosine monophosphate to form adenine and guanine nucleotide. So we can write here what they did. Inosine monophosphate is generally converted to adenine and guanine nucleotides. So this adenine and guanine nucleotides, what they did, they form DNA and RNA. Okay, so this 6-mercaptopurine and 6-thioguanine, they form monoribonnucleotide analog, and what they did, they inhibit this. Okay, They inhibit inosine monophosphate to form adenine and guanine nucleotides. This way, they inhibit the formation of DNA and RNA. So, now we will talk about its pharmacokinetics. How these drugs go inside our body and what are the effect of our body in these drugs. Pharmacokinetics. Okay. So these all drugs, these all purines are generally absorbed orally. So they are orally. We will talk about this 6-mercaptopurine and 6-thioguanine and other azathioprines and fluorobin. These all drugs are orally administered. Okay. Now second point. Second point is azathioprine and 6-mercaptopurine. What they did? They are metabolized by xanthine oxidase. Okay. So azathioprine and 6-mercaptopurine, they are metabolized by which enzyme? Xanthine oxidase. Xanthine oxidase. So this is when we give alloplurinol, which inhibit this enzyme. When we give alloplurinol with azathioprine and 6-mercaptopurine, this will inhibit this xanthine oxidase, and because of the inhibition of this xanthine oxidase, there is no metabolism of azathioprine and 6-mercaptopurine. That will lead to toxicity. Okay, so we should avoid this alloplurinol. Alloplurinol is the drug which is used in gout. Okay, so this will prevent uric acid formation. You must know about this. Okay, and there is another type of toxicity which is caused by in some people's. 6-mercaptopurine is another type of metabolism in which it is methylated. Methylation of 6-mercaptopurine. Okay, is done by an enzyme called thioprine methyl transferase. Okay, thioprine methyl transferase is the enzyme which is used which is methylates this 6-mercaptopurine. Okay, so if there is deficiency of this enzyme, due to the deficiency of this enzyme, this may leads to accumulation of 6-mercaptopurine. That will leads to further toxicity. Okay, so because of the deficiency, there is a toxicity of 6-mercaptopurine. Okay, there is another toxicity, that is hepatotoxic. These drugs are also hepatotoxic. Okay, now what is the use of this drug? Where this 6-mercaptopurine and thioguanine is used. Okay, so these drugs are used in childhood acute leukemia, and second choriocarcinoma. Okay, they are used in childhood acute leukemia and chronic chronic carcinoma. This is uterine cancer. Okay, and this is blood cancer, acute leukemia. Okay, now we will move about another drug named azathioprine. Second drug, azathioprine. Azathioprine is a drug which is in our body converted to 6-mercaptopurine. Okay, but this drug is more accumulated in immune cell. Immune cells. Okay, so due to accumulation of this drug azathioprine in immune cell, this is used in immunosuppression action. Okay, immunosuppression therapies. Okay, this is used in immunosuppression therapy. And what is the use? We can write uses. This is used in where there is more amount of hypersensitivity reaction take place, like autoimmune diseases and organ transplant, where we have to suppress immunity. Okay, so for this purpose, autoimmune diseases and organ transplant. Where we use these drugs. Okay, now we will move forward about another drug named fludarabine. What is the name of the drug? Third name, fludarabine. Fludarabine is another drug which is used in chronic lymphoid leukemia. Where it is used? It is used in chronic lymphoid leukemia. Okay, chronic lymphoid leukemia, it is drug of choice. We can say it is drug of choice. Okay, drug of choice in chronic lymphoid leukemia. Okay, then we have another drug named by the cladribine. Okay, cladribine is the drug which is used in hairy cell leukemia. Hairy cell leukemia is the drug of choice. Okay, cladribine. Now we will move towards another metabolite which we can inhibit and kill cancer cells. Okay, so for this purpose we have another metabolites we can inhibit, we can antagonize pyrimidines like purines. We can antagonize pyrimidines. Okay, antagonist. Okay, so these drugs are used in 3 type of condition. First, they are anti-cancer. Of course, we will talking about anti-cancer drugs. This is used in antifungal. You can remember antifungal drugs like fluorouracil, and these are anti-psoriatic. Okay, so purine antagonist, they are used in anti-cancer drugs, anti-fungal drug, and they are used as anti-psoriatics. Okay, first drug in this category is fluorouracil. Okay, which is also known by the name of 5-fluorouracil. In our body, it is converted to fluorouracil. In our body is converted to 5-fluoro 2 deoxy uridine monophosphate. Okay, short name, we can write it short name also, FDUMP. Okay, no need to remember this. I will just explain you the mechanism of action of 5-fluorouracil. Okay, this 5-fluorouracil is in our body is converted to 5-fluoro 2 deoxy uridine monophosphate. This monophosphate along with methyl tetrahydrofolic acid and thymidylate synthase. These three form a compound which is called covalent ternary complex. They form ternary complex, this and this 5-FUDUMP methyl tetrahydrofolic acid and methylate synthase. By this, because of the formation of this complex, there is irregular inhibition of this thymidylate synthase. Irregular inhibition. This will lead to decrease in DNA synthesis. Okay. This will lead to DNA synthesis. So, if we increase the concentration of this methyl tetrahydrofolic acid, so there is more efficacy. We can increase the efficacy of fluorouracil. Okay, and we inhibit this thymidylate synthase more effectively. For this purpose, we will administer leucovorin, also known by the name of folinic acid, to increase efficacy of 5-fluorouracil. Okay, now we will move towards, okay, this 5-fluorouracil acid is also inhibit RNA synthesis. Okay, they associated with RNA and synthesis. This will lead to cytotoxic effect. Now we will learn about its pharmacokinetic action. This drug is usually given IV because we cannot rely on its oral effectivity. So we will give this drugs in IV administration. Okay, and second point is 5-fluorouracil is rapidly metabolized in our body. Rapidly metabolized in our body by the enzyme named dihydropyridine dehydrogenase. Dihydropyrimidine dehydrogenase. Dehydrogenase. Okay, also short form DPT. Okay, so this dihydropyridine dehydrogenase metabolize this 5-fluorouracil to its metabolites, and if there is deficiency of this dihydropyrimidine dehydrogenase, this will lead to toxicity of 5-fluorouracil acid, and this will lead to bone marrow suppression and vomiting, nausea and diarrhea. Okay, these symptoms are very common in any anti-cancer drugs. Okay, so other specific cytotoxic effect of 5-fluorouracil is peripheral neuropathy. Okay, this will lead to peripheral neuropathy. Okay, peripheral neuropathy and hand foot syndrome. This is called hand foot syndrome. And what is the use, where we can use this 5-fluorouracil? Uses. So this is used in the combination named as FOLFOX. In this category there are 3 drugs: leucovorin, also known by the name of folinic acid, oxaliplatin, and 5-fluorouracil. These drugs are used in a very important cancer named colon cancer. Okay, now we will move towards its another application. This is also used in it is used in tropical use, tropical solution. This is used in superficial basal cell carcinoma. Okay, and this is also used in ectosin keratosis. These are all skin related diseases in which we can use tropical 5-fluorouracil. Okay, so there is another drug. Now we will discuss another drug named cepitabine. Okay, what its name? Cepitabine. Cepitabine is the drug which is given orally, oral drug. Okay, and how they work we will see that it is a prodrug. After absorption of these drugs, this will go into our liver, and in the liver it is converted to deoxy 5-fluorouridine. 5-fluorouridine. Okay, and now this 5-fluorouridine is secreted into blood. Okay, this is secreted into blood, and then this is secreted into blood. Okay, from blood it is moved and taken up by cells. Okay, and in cell there is an enzyme named thymidine phosphorylase. This thymidine phosphorylase convert this deoxy-5-uridinase into its active metabolite 5-fluorouracil. Okay, and this thymidine phosphorylase, it is more concentrated in breast and colon cancer. This in cells this is more present. Okay, so this is accumulated, this enzyme and this 5-fluorouracil is accumulated in what type of cell? Breast and colon cancer cell. There is more effect of this 5-fluorouracil in breast and colon cancer, and that's why we can use this cepicetabine in combination with oxaliplatin in metastatic colon cancer. For colon cancer we give cepicetabine with oxaliplatin. Okay, and for breast cancer, okay, or for breast cancer we will give it in the combination with docetaxel. Okay, and this will also leads to a 5-fluorouracil. It leads to hand and foot syndrome. This will also leads to hand and foot syndrome. Okay, so next move forward another drug named doxyfluoridine. Doxyfluoridine is the another drug which is used in gastrointestinal cancer. Gastrointestinal cancers metastasis. Like in liver, in breast carcinoma. We will use doxyfluoridine. Okay, then move towards another drug which is very important drug, cytarabine. Okay, cytarabine is the another drug which is given IV rapid IV infusion. Okay, it inhibit DNA synthesis by the same mechanism as we will discuss in 5-fluorouracil. Okay, and this will form triphosphate of cytarabine. There is formation of triphosphate of cytarabine, which will inhibit DNA polymerase. And due to this inhibition of DNA polymerase, there is decreased DNA synthesis. Okay. Now, what are the uses of cytarabine? Cytarabine is used only in leukemia and lymphoma like cancers. Lymphoma like cancers. These are not used in solid cancer. Solid tumor, they are not used in solid tumors. Okay. Now, what is its second use? It is used in acute myelogenous and lymphoblastic leukemia. This is used in leukemia. So, what type of leukemia? Acute myelogenous and lymphoblastic leukemia. Okay. Acute myelogenous and lymphoblastic leukemia, generally of children and adult. Okay. There is another use. It is used in blast crisis. What do you mean by blast crisis? When there is increased number of 20% blast cell in bone marrow, this will lead to blast crisis. Okay, blast crisis in chronic myelogenous leukemia. In chronic myelogenous leukemia. Okay. In chronic myelogenous leukemia, it will causes toxicity like, it will causes a toxicity. What is the toxicity caused by cytarabine? Toxicity, it causes a specific toxicity called by the name cerebellar ataxia. What it does? Cerebellar ataxia. Okay. Now, apart from cytarabine, there is gemcitabine like drug which is used in carcinoma of pancreas. Okay. Now friends, we will rapidly revise what we are learning in this video. This video is for anti-metabolites. And what are anti-metabolites? They are age specific. In the cell division, they are age specific. They inhibit the production of DNA synthesis. Okay, they are analog of component of DNA and competitively inhibitors. First, there is folate antagonist. This will inhibit folate dihydrofolate reductase, and this will lead to inhibition of DNA. Okay, and in which what are the drugs? First drug is very important, methotrexate. What methotrexate do? This will inhibit this dihydrofolate reductase and thymidylate synthase. Okay, then we will see drug interaction. What are the drug interactions? There is sulfonamide which dissociate it from plasma binding protein site, and aspirin and sulfonamide slug decrease its renal tubular secretion, which will leads to toxicity. Okay, so what are the toxicity? They are hepatotoxic and megaloblastic anemia is caused by methotrexate. Then what is the treatment? We will give folinic acid. Folinic acid is also known by the name of citrofluranium and levoleucium. Okay, use we will see that by the mnemonic cancer. C for choriocarcinoma means cancer of ovary. A for ALL, acute lymphoblastic leukemia. N for non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. C for Crohn's disease. E for ectopic pregnancy. R for rheumatoid arthritis. And we will see this is Crohn's disease, in which there is involvement of colon. Then we will discuss second drug, name pemetrexed. It inhibits thymidylate synthase like methotrexate and also dihydroreductase. Okay, the toxicity will leads to hand and foot syndrome other than methotrexate toxicity. And to cure this toxicity, we will give dexamethasone for this, है ना. And we will not give non-steroid anti-inflammatory drugs because they decrease the clearance of pemetrexate and leads to its toxicity. Then to minimize its myelosuppression action, we will give folic acid and vitamin B12. Okay, now what is the use of this pemetrexate? This is used in combination with cisplatin in mesothelioma, very important, and non-small cell lung cancer. Okay, then we will discuss purine analogs. There is 4 analogs: 6-mercaptopuril, 6-thioguanine, azathioprine. Okay, so let's discuss this. This is they form monoribonucleotide which will inhibit inosine monophosphate to form adenine and guanine. So there is deficiency of DNA and RNA, which will lead to death of the cells. Pharmacokinetics: these all purines are orally given, and like azathioprine and 6-mercaptopuril, they are metabolized by xanthine oxidase, and xanthine oxidase is also inhibited by allopurinol. Okay, so we should not give allopurinol in xanthine azathioprine and 6-mercaptopuril because this will lead to toxicity. Okay, and 6-mercaptopuril is another another pathway of metabolism by methylation, and methylation is done by thiopurine methyl transferase, and due to deficiency of this thiopurine methyl transferase, this may lead to toxicity of 6-mercaptopuril. Okay, and this will lead to hepatotoxic. They are hepatotoxic and are used in childhood acute leukemia and choriocarcinoma. Okay, azathioprine is converted to 6-mercaptopuril in our body and are accumulated mostly in immune cells. So they are used in immunosuppression therapy in autoimmune disease and organ transplant. Then we have fludarabine. Fludarabine is used in chronic lymphoid leukemia, drug of choice. फिर क्लिडराराबिन which is used in hairy cell leukemia, drug of choice. Okay, now we will discuss pyrimidine analogs. Pyrimidine analogs are used in anti-cancer, antifungal and anti-psoriatic. Okay, first drug is fluorouracil, 5-fluorouracil also known. Okay, this is converted to 5-fluoro-2-dihydrouridine monophosphate. This monophosphate along with formation of a trivalent complex methyl trihydrofolic acid and thymidine synthase. This forms a tetravalent compound which inhibit irreversibly DNA synthesis. Okay, inhibit this thymidylate synthesis, and which will leads to decrease in DNA synthesis. And to increase its efficiency of fluorouracil, we will give fluorouracil leucovorin, which will increase its effectiveness. Now talk about his pharmacokinetics. It is given IV, and 5-fluorouracil is metabolized by dihydropyridine dehydrogenase, and due to deficiency of dihydropyridine dehydrogenase, this will lead to toxicity. And what is the toxicity? Peripheral neuropathy and hand-foot syndrome. And we will discuss what is the use of this 5-fluorouracil in the combination of FOLFOX. Leucovorin, oxaliplatin and 5-fluorouracil is used in colon cancer. They are also tropically used in superficial basal cell carcinoma and actinic keratosis, in which there is skin lesion. There is another drug named capecitabine. Okay, capecitabine. Okay, this is prodrug. We have capecitabine. This is the oral prodrug which is in the liver converted to deoxy-5-fluorouridine, and in blood it is go to the cells, and these cells contain an enzyme named thymidine phosphorylase. Okay, this will convert it to 5-fluorouracil, and this enzyme is more in breast and colon cancer cells. So they are accumulated in these cells, and they are used in combination in oxaliplatin and docetaxel. Okay. Then there is another drug, oxyfluoridine, which is used in gastrointestinal cancer metastasis like liver and breast carcinoma. Okay. There is another important drug named cytarabine. Cytarabine, it inhibits DNA synthesis, and it is given IV rapidly, and this toxicity will lead to cerebral ataxia. Okay. Triphosphate of this cytarabine inhibit DNA polymerase, so there is deficiency of DNA formation, and which will lead to death of the cell. Use only this is used only in leukemia and lymphoma. This is not used in solid tumors. Okay, and especially in which leukemia? Acute myelogenous and lymphoblastic leukemia. And there is a condition called blast crisis, in which there is great number of 20% number of blast cell in bone marrow, chronic myelogenous leukemia, in which such type of cells are present. We can use cytarabine in this condition. Okay, thank you. And now in another video we will talk about as we discuss this. And now in another video we will talk about drugs which will inhibit mitotic phase, metaphase. And so thank you very much. प्लीज़ अगर आपको ये अच्छी वीडियो अच्छी लगी तो प्लीज़ लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब. ओके, थैंक यू.